Enlightenment requires total extinction of the self. This is the same self that is trying to get enlightenment. Ipso facto, big problema. We can deal with this in a few different ways. We can surrender and trust in grace, a plea bargain that we hope works out, but we're not too sure it will. We can put in our cushion time, meditating, practicing the way an enlightened mind is supposed to be, and giving ourselves the span of, say, 100,000 lifetimes to get it right. This is a considerable time commitment, and with our busy lives, who can really afford to block out 100 lifetimes, let alone 100,000? We can sign up with a charismatic teacher who will presumably impart this enlightenment thing to us through his or her presence, touch, glance, or, yes, this really happens, by drinking the guru's post-scrub-down bathwater. Presuming we leave the bathwater to the rest of the devotees, does this sort of magical thinking really cut it in this postmodern age? It might also be noted that charismatic teachers usually take all your money because you won't need it since you're going to get enlightened, but they need it even though they are presumably already enlightened. Makes sense? It doesn't have to. Enlightenment is non-rational, isn't it? We can simply act enlightened as much as possible and let it be known we probably are, in fact, enlightened, but are too humble to claim it. This requires being really cool in tense situations, accumulating a flowing pastel wardrobe with no mustard stains, and being clever enough to say only profound or at least enigmatic things. This approach is difficult to maintain, so let's leave it to the performance artists. There are some truly great acts out there already. We can become enlightenment antichrists, start smoking, wear black, get lots of tattoos and piercings, and just be so damn cynical about everything that nobody will care whether we are enlightened or not. We won't care either. Problem solved. But why does this problem even exist? Who sold us on the idea of enlightenment? And why did we buy it? Enlightenment is a classic, powerful meme. Memes are those pesky, self-replicating concept packages that zoologist Richard Dawkins described in The Selfish Gene. When we discuss memes, we are considering the contagious quality that allows thought to copy over from brain to brain in an ever-expanding way. Some thought bundles copy better and faster than others. Memes are a way of thinking about thought, much as a geneticist thinks about genes. If memes don't spread from brain to brain, they die out. The virulent thought chain letters that are memes demand adherence and replication. Their only purpose is to move up in the survival of the fittest world of thought. Meme theory, an admittedly grim perspective on our life, is itself not doing that well in the Darwinian struggle to find host brains. It's not spreading rapidly by finding new adherents. Memetics is being considered by only a few scattered academics and intellectuals. There are simply too many memes and not enough hosts. In contrast, meme theory would suggest that religion, the king of meme categories, is swallowing up whole populations that are reproducing rapidly, creating new adherents. The great religions have all the components that compel reproduction of their particular beliefs, encouraging high birth rates, rewarding proselytizing, and punishing deviation from belief, reinforcing the accepted beliefs in the children and shunning those who stray. These are just some of the attributes of successful religious memes. Some religions thrive, some don't make it. Meme theory explains why Mormonism ranks as the fastest growing religion in the United States. Lots of children, everyone's a missionary, and don't ever try to leave the faith. And the Shakers are pretty much a history footnote. No sex, no children, no missionaries, great furniture. This brings us to the idea of enlightenment. This particular meme is a bit of an underachiever in the religious meme category. It doesn't have the immediacy of the Messiah coming or the zeal of being born again. It is certainly no match for a motivator like a good holy war. Enlightenment is never going to be a top contender in the meme competition. Enlightenment's hook is simple, and it goes something like this. You are in conflict and you know it. There is a state of mind in which you will not have to be in this conflict. This state is enlightenment. and it could theoretically happen in the very next moment. But it probably won't happen in the next moment because you are just loaded with messy thoughts and habits, and it's going to take an awfully long time to unwind all this mental junk.